Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Nightmare Journal. Now, this is a very interesting nightmare because it felt like it's one of those multi-part nightmares. You know, in your dream, you could be doing one thing, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you just go from, oh, I'm at my school, and I forgot to wear my pants. You just, oh no, it's the end of the world, and I'm running as a dragon or some shit. Nightmares can do the same exact thing, and sometimes those can be even more terrifying because you're jumping from one horrifying thing to the next, or you could be having a nice dream, or you could just swap to something horrifying with no warning whatsoever. I envy lucid dreamers in this regard. I envy them in general, actually. I'm sure if everyone could lucid dream, you know, the definition of wet dream would take a whole new meaning, if you get what I'm saying. Oh, winky-dinky-doo. Now, in this dream, I was about, I would say, 10 years old, maybe around this point in time. I was living in the Jefferson house. In the dream, I remember walking in my room. Now, for a bit of context, my bed was a weird shape at this point. I had, like, a queen-size bed in my room. At least I think it was a queen-size, or at least twin-size. I can't exactly remember. It was the frame that was weird. I don't know how to explain it, but... Okay, so imagine this is like the full frame that's holding the mattress, but then you go under to what's touching the floor, it would kind of go like this. So there would be like this little kind of cavern-looking thing under my bed. And under there, I had all sorts of Hess trucks. My family used to get me these kind of, toy Hess trucks. I had a helicopter, I had like a little deploying van that you could put in the back of the helicopter. I had a 18-wheeler, I had all these kind of Hess trucks that I think are worth a lot of money now, actually. It sucks because a lot of the stuff I had that's now worth a lot of money, we ended up losing a lot of that because of house fire. I had a bunch of Ben 10 toys that now are worth a lot. I had a bunch of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards that some are worth a lot, and all that was just gone in one day. Anyway, that's another story entirely, though. This is before that. I remember walking around in my room, really confused, and all of a sudden, I hear a girl's voice. Not my sister's voice, just like this ghostly girl. Now, I can't remember what she was saying. I think she was just trying to get my attention. I think she was saying stuff like, hello, look at me, and all that kind of stuff in the creepy little girl voice you can imagine. The stereotypical creepy ghost girl voice. And I recognized it as a ghost immediately and got scared. Because why is this happening? So I just curled up in a ball, and I was on the side of my bed that had the little cavern with all the Hess trucks. So I was sitting here like this, just looking at all the Hess trucks, hoping that this ends soon. And all of a sudden, because she got frustrated, I guess, she screams. She screams to get my attention, and it causes all of the electronics to go absolutely haywire. So I see all of these Hess truck toys, so like the helicopter blades start spinning, the lights are flashing, they start moving around, the light in my room is flickering, and then panic sets in. So I get up and start trying to run around my room to get out, and then I look out my window. My sister is having to deal with a mutated version of our black lab. We had this lovable black lab named Jake. He was the family pet. He was a big old sweetheart. Even though he would actively run in places he wouldn't have. He almost caused an accident because he ran into the street like a goober. But anyway, I was looking out the window, and this once sweetest black lab you have ever seen in your life was mutated. He had additional teeth coming out of his face, he had green slime coming out of his mouth, multiple tongues, demon eyes, and he was going after my sister who was running around the lawn. It seemed like everyone in my family was panicking over something that was going on in the house. We were all dealing with multiple different horror movie plot cliches all at once, and I had to deal with the paranormal activity bullshit. Couldn't at least give me something interesting? Freddy Krueger? I didn't even know who that was back then. Now, in the dream, what I remember next is just getting out of my room and trying to get to my sister at least. Because either I wanted to help her, or I just wanted the comfort of another family member, and I couldn't find my mom anywhere. Unfortunately, that's where the dream ends. That's kind of, maybe I jolted myself up, or that's just where the dream naturally ended, or maybe there was more and I can't remember. I do remember maybe there was a point where I was actually in the lawn having to deal with this mutated version of Jake. But that's really all I remember. But the reason I bring this up is because Mina and I have a weird memory. I'm not sure if she remembers it still. I'd have to talk about this with her, but I remember when we were little, I woke up and described the dream to my sister. Her eyes bugged out of her stupid head. And she just looked at me and said,
I remember having to deal with, like a nightmare version of Jake in my dream.
Maybe it was because we were kids and we had hyperactive imaginations, but we sort of like began to think that our dreams became connected, like some astral projection kind of thing, which I didn't even know what that was back then. let's say astral projection is real and whatnot, and I'm saying let's say because I'm not saying I'm a believer, but I'm not necessarily a disbeliever. I'm usually neutral when it comes to a lot of this stuff. When it comes to a lot of that, let's say like when it comes to like religion, I'm not a religious person, but I'm not necessarily an atheist either. I'm more of an, like, I guess an agnostic, because to me, I feel as if, like, there's a lot in the universe we really don't understand, and there's a lot that we do, thanks to science and whatnot, but I also do feel as if there's a lot that's still kind of open and out there. But I'm getting sidetracked, and I'm probably going to attract the wrong kind of people. Or would that be like the crazy conspiracy theorist, or the Reddit atheist, or some kind of weird, crazy fucking Bible thumper? I don't want any of you! But anyway, let's say astral projection was real. Let's say it was the case, right? Maybe somehow I ended up, like, going from my own dream as a form of escape to my own sister's dream, and that's why we remember the same thing. My sister and I would swear that we remembered the same exact version of our mutated dog, Jake. Now, of course, once again, this could be overactive kid's imagination, or it could be more. I don't know. I'm not gonna act like I know more than most other people do. I'm not gonna act like I know more when it comes to certain subject matters I don't understand. Like I said, I'm usually neutral when it comes to this kind of stuff. And I hope people can understand that. I don't want to deal with the fucking conspiracy theorists running at me being like, you did it for this reason. Or the Reddit atheist being like, ah, you're an idiot. I watch too much Rick and Morty. Look, it's just a thought. That's all I'm saying. I just find it weird how my sister and I had the same exact vision in our dreams at the same exact night. Once again, could be overactive kid imagination since I was 10 and she was like 11 or 12 around this point in time. Entirely possible. But still, something to think about. Man, I am ruining the tone for a lot of these with my random ass sense of humor. I can't do a cozy vibe because I start doing weird bits, and I can't do like a general creepy vibe because I keep doing weird bits. I think people just need to accept that this is just kind of who I am. I think I need to accept that too. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, hope you had a beautiful day, and I hope it gets even more beautiful. Your connection will be strange.